in your club, then Lions Club International will be having a 40,000 net gain this year. And when you talk about, yes, if we don't have a project, the member, they're not interested. The spring is coming very soon. And then it's about the time to plant trees. So I would really urge each one of you, no matter how many trees you're going to plant, that's not the main issue. The most important issue is during the discussion with your member, how you're able to identify the land, identify the sapling, how you're able to organize the tree planting, inviting your family members to join it, inviting the community at large to join it, or even inviting the government to support you to provide free saplings. It works in a lot of countries. You may not say that, oh, this is not in my country, but most important is you don't ask, you never know. If you ask, they say no, that's another story. But I have talked to so many governments. When I ask them, will you be supporting the tree planting program? They are not only saying yes, they say definitely. I give you one or two or three examples. When I was in Kenya planting trees with the Aga Khan Foundation, Prince Hussein, and that day the Minister of Environment were there. When we were making a press conference, and he all of a sudden stood up and say, the government of Kenya is totally support the Lions to plant trees. I have get the approval from the President to allocate 20 hectares of land to Lions to plant trees. And that land is important to catch water. In the catchment area, planting tree is not only giving you to keep the water, but most importantly, when you are having heavy rain, have a lot of trees with deep roots, then you don't create any landslide. So those are the things that is so exciting. Then when I went to Indonesia, we were able to meet the, let's say, the Prime Minister. And we were talking about planting a tree. And he said that 3 days ago, the President of the country just made an announcement that within the next 20 years, the people in Indonesia will be planting 1 billion trees. The reason why they want to do it, because Indonesia was being criticized, cutting too many trees but not planting trees. And he even asked me to speak to the Lions in the world that Indonesia nowadays is not cutting trees but planting trees. So how excited, they want to sign an agreement, let's say a memorandum of understanding with the Lions, which I did, and to have a joint venture together to plant trees. And the Lions in Indonesia, they were able to make a press conference having the first service club organization supporting the government in planting trees. And also one of our objectives is also planting trees. So we meet together and then we work together. When I was in Sri Lanka, the same thing that when we are meeting the dignitaries, they are supporting us by offering free sapling to the Lions. So you ask, you got the result. And I would like you to use one of the simple projects to keep all the members together. So I just want to share with you my experience. And I would like to see how you feel and what is your comment on yourself as a club president when you are having challenges, satisfaction, excitement, having a lot of fun, or very frustrated. That's fine, but it is a process of being a club president. So thank you so very much, and I would like to, why not we do it in this way? Let all of our friends to pick up the food first, and then we are able to, let's say, on one hand you are eating, I'm also standing here and to discuss with you. I mean, this is very informal. When we are having a family, we don't worry about the protocol. So, would that be possible?
No, I think he says it's okay what you advise. They grab the breakfast, sit on the tables.
And then we ask questions.
Yeah.
When you eat, you feel that you have the energy to ask questions. So why don't we do that, and then let's work together. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Okay, we've got the equipment ready and we are ready to roll. I invite any president of any Lions Club sitting here who has a question. Please raise your hand. Raise your hand, please. Gee, I will give you a mic. You can be where you are, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Lions Saifullah Khan, President Wing-Kun Tam Lions Club. आज बहुत खुशी हुई है कि आपने हम प्रेसिडेंट्स के साथ मीटिंग का मुलाकात किया और हमारी ख्वाहिश है कि आप इसको आइंदा भी कंटिन्यू रखें। प्रेसिडेंट्स के जो कमिटमेंट्स हैं वो पहले से कम होती जा रही थी, आपके आने से आपकी मोटिवेशन हुई है और हम लोग को एनकरेज हुए। बहुत शुक्रिया आपका।
Well, sir, the question is that this is the first opportunity that the presidents are getting to interact with their international president. Will this be continued in the future as well? That's the question.
Thank you so very much. But one thing, instead of answering to you now, I just want to ask all the club presidents, are you willing to meet the president, face to face in the future? Thank you. I will talk to my successor and then to continue the Meet the President program. And I firmly believe that this is one of the direct, let's say, interactive meeting between two presidents. So I'm going to meet him on Friday, and I'm sure that he will be interesting. Or I should say, he will be more than willing to have a President-Mr. President program next year. And of course, I'm going to ask another vice president, second vice president, and if he believes it, that means that at least we have 3 years down the road meeting the club presidents. And I'm more than happy to talk to the candidate for second vice president, Dennis Cobbler. If he also agrees, that means that we got at least 4 years to work on. So I firmly believe that our job is to listen more from the lines of the world so that we are able how to offer our support, assistance, and also guidance to the club, to the district, and to Lions Club International. That's something we would like to do it. I promise you Friday we will be meeting in Geneva and I will be talking to all officers. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. President. I am Hafiz Shahid Bhat, President Lahore Liberty Lions Club. My club got chartered in 1970, and we people were having the members between 20 to 25 from 1970 to 2010. And right now we are having the member 49 in 2011. My question is how I can retain the members. And second question, when we people sit in meetings, there will always be conflict while making the decision. How we can build the consensus. Thank you.
As I said, that how you are able to keep your members, the club president take a very important role. First, you have demonstrated yourself that you do care about them. And secondly, if there's any major decision, you may not just table it when you're having a meeting. Do a little bit of lobbying and talk to some of the lines and say, hey, I want to do this, what do you think? And most of the lines, they give you the support, give you the opinion, and even some of them, they criticize it, but nevertheless, at least you know that whether you're able to get the majority of the lines in your club to support you. And if they are being, considered important and offer you the opinion as well as to support you, that means that you'll have built up the mutual trust among themselves. The same thing like for me, if I commit myself to any of the lines in the world that I will do it, and I will definitely doing it. So those are the things that when you decided to do it, you have to take the lead. For example, including, for example, fundraising.